Hey there, people!
It's our
Thank you very much
first.
for coming and welcome to Sports Be Life International.
Yes, I'm really excited because it's the first program, Laura, that we have together in English. So I hope the audience is also happy with it.
Yeah, I saw all the massive videos to revamp my English.
Really, I have to
That's an
admit
old
that I did
reference,
as
I
well.
know.
No, but I like it. We can talk in British and say this is not my cup of tea. But of course, we have an amazing guest today. So we are first of all we're going to introduce each other. So Laura, if you make the honor, can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, this is my colleague, friend Jasmina Moller, which is a lawyer specialized in gaming. And this is me, Laura Luna. Laura Luna, if you say it in strictly Spanish, I'm a host and a content creator in Spain, specialized in fighting games and many other stuff. And here we go, here with us we got Wonder Woman. We can say that if she will play Dungeons and Dragons, she will play a rogue. We got here Léa Charles, manager from Rogue Team. Welcome, Leah.
Hello. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Welcome, everyone.
Did I pronounce it correctly? Leah.
It's Leah.
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 Leah with a little A as a
Leah.
French
Leah.
A. But yeah, call me what of you want, like Leah, Leah. It's fine for me.
We will try to pronounce it properly, and I hope our guests as well. But Leah, thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you.
I'm really excited because you actually have an interesting profile. You have a lot of experience in the esport industry, but I know that you're going to develop that during the interview. But if you can introduce a little bit so the audience can know about you, what you could say about yourself.
Oh, okay. So I'm Léa Charles. I'm 21 years old. I live in France,
You're so
and
young.
You're young.
I'm so
21.
young. Yeah, 21. And yeah, 22 next year, but 21 for now. And
No,
so
don't expect. We are still in 2022. Please.
yeah.
Next year is yet to come.
Here we come, but not now. So yeah, I'm 21, so I'm still very young in the sport industry, and I'm still studying law at university right now in France, like you.
Mm.
So I'm in like my last year for after my this year I will have my first diploma, but I will continue for a master degree maybe. And then I'm a worker for Work Esports, a team an organization in Berlin, and I'm as well like working for Dive for VCT Game Changer EMEA, and as well sorry for Women in Games France. And
That's true. We are going
yeah,
to develop that. And
yeah,
I'm so excited to have another colleague from the law part. But don't worry, guys. We are not going to burden you with a lot of stuff. Later, we can talk, Leah. Don't worry.
yeah. I mean, my study is not finished. I don't have your level right now, but
But don't worry. And you say you're young, but you have a lot of experience in esports. So, as the audience is going to see, you have a lot of background. But okay, I'm going to pass to Laura because I know she has a lot of questions for you.
Yeah, you're very young indeed, but you have a lot of experience. And I would like to ask you how you decided to venture into the esports industry.
okay. So it's a good question because I mean, I start the esport. I mean, to be interested to the in-sport industry not very young actually, but very late. If I compare myself to other people, so I never been like in a environment family with gaming or everything. Just start to discover gaming like at maybe 15 or 16 years old at
Hmm.
school. I just met a guy, a friend of me at this moment, and I remember he was playing Fortnite at this moment. And so I just start to play with him, like with the PlayStation 4 of my brother, actually. And I mean, he was already in this, I would say, esport industry, like with Discord, some friend. Like I know this type of friend, like you never see in your real life, but like you play together. And so it just like I just meet all his friends from esport and all his contact as well. And step by step, contact by contact, friend by friend, I just start to discover like esport industry, because at the moment I just play video game for the first time. For me, it was just a screen with video game. I never imagined behind the screen you will have like a very huge esport industry with like player able to play professionally, to have like organization as well, and competition. Like I never expect that at this moment, and I just discovered this, and I really like it. Like I loved it like directly, and so I start to take I mean to work in this industry. So like 6 months later, because of my friend asking me to be team manager, and since this moment I never stopped to be a team manager actually. So I just yeah start esport like this just by a contact a friend, but that's all.
I think that sometimes in the industry it happens really often. Like we
Yeah.
are so close to each other that at the end we met, and at the end they say, "Hey, you can be that," and that's the way he work. It's really nice. I like that from the industry. But as you said, you are a team manager. For those who doesn't know, can you explain a little bit what this kind of job entail, what it means actually to be the project manager? Because you have been, and also in one of the most important teams of all time. Because I will go for Rook later. I want to talk about Rook. But for in order to the others to understand what you do actually, and maybe they want to learn as well this option and work for that.
Team manager is like basically I take care of my team and for the players every day. So it's like management with sorry,
No worry.
administrative task and social task as well. So my goal is to be there for my player when they need me. I'm the point of contact of my team if they want anything, if they have a question, if they have like a preoccupation, if they are stressed or anything, if they want some information. I'm here always. They can contact me, reach me at any time. And at the same time, I'm as well like the point of contact of the editor of the game, because like when you have a team playing for European League stage, um, like very close stage actually, um, the the editor will ask you some task, for example, to have the player pictures or to do some stuff and some stuff with the team, and so you have to be sure to do what the editor want for from you to do with the team, and as well for the organization part. So because I will create some stuff as well with the team for the organization about content and everything. So I'm just like, I won't say like the point of contact of editor, team, and organization. And the goal for me is like the player just focus on the game, focus on the competition and to win, and like they don't think about anything outside the game. So if they need anything, they can just reach me. And yeah, that's all. But
No,
after
you
this,
say that's always a lot.
No, well,
yeah, and
it's a big deal.
we did a lot of little tasks. Was not about management in the organization, so it's like a lot of things we can work on different tasks, and so yeah. But management, I think it's like this globally.
Oh, that's so great. Really, thank you so much for explaining. I hope that, for example, if someone will be interested, they can reach you. And later, I will send all the, well, if you have Twitter, LinkedIn, I will put it everything so they can reach you and if they have further questions. But we have more questions, right, Laura?
Yeah, you say that it seems little, but it's a whole big deal what you do at work and what a team manager does. And I think it's very important, especially remember your players that at the game, the most important thing you have on the table is the game and don't think about anything else.
Yes.
And being a team manager from a sports team seems a very attractive profession. And I would like to ask you which are the main advantages of your job, which are the things you enjoy most, and which are the disadvantages. I mean, if I want to be a team manager, there are some things that I will enjoy, of course, but some things that you may tell me that, oh, that's not so glamorous as it looks on the table.
So if I can speak first of like the good advantage to be a team manager, I think it's first because you're passionate, of course, and with passion you can do anything. I think, like for me, it's like the competition, to be behind my team, to support them, to see them win as well, and this is a big emotion to just feel useful for the team, to support them every day, and like to see the consequences at the end, to see like they're happy of what you do, like they're winning, they're in good mood, in good position. Of course, it's not only my job. We have a coaching staff amazing around them as well, but you're part of this little success, and I'm very proud to see them winning, and just like the feeling to be useful is very important for me. So I like this part of my job, and why this is and it's why I like to be a team manager. And if I something a bad things about this, I think it's like the schedule, because I won't say like working in a team is not like a classic schedule, like I don't know, Monday to Friday, 8 a.m., 5 p.m. It's not like this because we depend a lot of the competition and of the schedule of the guy. For example, you can have a team taking the day off during the week, but playing the weekend. And
Mm.
sometime, if I take the example of League of Legends, the team is playing all the weekends. And for example, for my team, we're playing the Monday, so it's nice. But some team are playing the weekends, so you have to managing your time about this schedule. It's not like something very classic, and it's true. Like if you have a family life, or uh, it can be
Yes.
difficult. And I mean, working in esport in general is more complicated because we give just everything, 100% of you, and so we give as well our time. And it's true, like I lost I lost a lot of mom and family because I was working, and I think like it's part of like what you want to do, and team manager is it's like this. You have to be aware. Like it's not easy about the schedule, but yeah, I mean, it's a passion.
No, but it's important. I think that your role it's really important, and it's important that the people who are listening here they understand that there are advantages, but also the disadvantages. I think it's true. For example, all we work in esports, we realize how different it is from other sectors, and it's not the traditional one. It's moving
Yeah.
around. But also, I know that you have been working for also different competitions. And for example, for the League of CS of Valorant, I have to ask previously if you play Valorant, by the way.
Of
But
course.
how I'm so bad at it. I don't know if the audience are good at. If they say yes, please say a thumbs up. By the way, if you have any questions, you can do it because Leah is here to answer you. So don't be shy. And also, can you tell me a little bit how was the experience? Because it's a huge event and you did it. How you manage it? How was inside?
Yeah, this experience like was amazing. It's one of my best experience so far. It's like Misty is like my baby. So first, it's just like we this experience come from women in games friends, but we'll talk later about
Okay.
this. So two of my colleagues and me, we just created a session with Dive to be able to work directly with Riot in 2021. It's mean like we were tournament operators for this year. For the year 2022, we are not tournament operators because Fix for You takes the leads of the tournament, but we are still lead of me admin, or we're taking care of, I mean, about everything with the player and team directly. So we are like admin, we did the verification and everything. So we continue to work like in 2022. We don't leave, but
That's
yeah,
true.
2021 was like um, a big experience because it was a real challenge, to be honest. We start working on this project because it was for the women community to inclusivity, diversity, and it was something like we know, but we didn't know how to build our own, just a whole circuit in all EMEA. It was like something like we never did before, and it was a very a good, I mean, a huge challenge for that. And we just give like a lot of time, a lot of nights, to be honest, and a lot of energy to just like create something, because like we're very perfectionist, like my colleague as well. And so we wanted to create something like we're sure like the player will like it, because this circuit in NA was already implemented since like 6 months, and EU was very late, and all the women player just waiting for that, wait for this tournament. So it was a challenge to be sure like the tournament will be great. And we know like the format and everything is something like sometimes can be a problem for players. But I think we did it. So it was 6 edition in total during the 2 years. We just finished the last one yesterday, and yeah, and it's a world in 1 month. So it's just like when I see all the steps we did, it's crazy. I just cried yesterday, to be honest, and it's just like we saw as well like the tournament is going very, is just develop a lot. We are now more than 1,000 players, women players. This is
Oh.
crazy. And
Wow.
edition by edition, we have new team, new players, and we know like, and at the end of the edition, when people just come to you and say thank you so much for everything, and oh my god, my heart. But yeah, it's one of the best tournaments I did. And I mean, yeah, of course, but best experience, because like I saw it's for people, and I like to create like a space for women, for security, for inclusivity, and I like to see them like very happy for this.
I think a
Hmm.
lot of the audience is going to appreciate that. And it's always nice to have this kind of thing. So I'm really happy and really moved when I was hearing you. It was really beautiful.
Yeah, me too. Actually, I love how each year more and more women are joining the sports industry. Not only League of Legends, Valorant, fighting games is still a male-dominated industry yet, but it's refreshing to see women also in relevant positions in teams and so on. Women in games. We talked about with women in games before. Women in Games is a society that promotes women on the gaming industry, not only in sports but gaming itself. It creates a safe space for women to find jobs, to create bonds between professionals. They also give conferences about the experience, not the experience about how it's like to be a woman, but for example, what can I do for applying to producer position and such. And I would like to ask you about your job in Women in Games, the society which has also a home in France.
Okay, so first, women in games is like we have many women in games in several countries. So I'm working for Women in Game France. So and Women in Games is I mean big association first, and it's a association to diversity, inclusivity for women in the sport industry, not only yeah, in video games industry, because it's not only esports.
Mhm.
It's about all the work you can do in the gaming industry. So it can be a designer, graphist, I don't know, all type of job actually. And so yeah, I'm checking my note as well. So yeah, Women Games is and I'm working in Women Games in the esports section actually, and it's an incubator. We have 3 games on it. We have League of Legends, Valorant, and Rainbow Six, and it's in partnership with Riot Games for League of Legends and Valorant, and directly with Ubisoft for Rainbow Six Siege. And
Okay.
so I'm team manager on it, taking care of players.
So nice.
Hmm.
You're a team manager and everywhere.
Yeah, yeah, true. Everywhere, it's my role.
But not everyone can be a team manager, I have to say. So good job because you did it perfectly. And I really love about women in games and all they do for the industry. I think it's really nice to have this kind of organizations, and without further. Maybe one day we have to discuss this topic and all the thing and all the value that I'm bringing to the industry as well.
Yeah.
But I will really curious how did you start in Rook? How was this even possible? Did you apply? Did you know anyone who was inside? And because it's one of the main teams, and I'm really happy for you that you're there.
You speak about women in games?
Yeah,
Okay.
perfect. Better to talk about women in games because I would like to know if you can describe me what they do to or what value they bring from the industry, just so people can realize how helpful they are.
Okay, so women games for me is very helpful for. Yeah, I mean, it's women games is open for everyone. So for not only women actually, so everyone can participate. I work as well with men, working for women in games, and yeah, my colleague is a man, and it's just like yeah, it's just we have a lot of people, different people, and it's I think why this association is very strong. So I mean, it's a good place for women if we want to exchange, to have an ear as well. If you want to speak to someone, we have a lot of activities. You can have trainings to, I don't know, like doing an interview, for example, meetings as well. You have awareness for different topics. And we just like help each other. If someone is looking for an internship, if someone is looking for a job, we'll send like I mean, we share our contact to be like more powerful together. And in the esports section, we have like 5 players by games, and so player can apply directly on this on the website on our Twitter. And so after many interview, we select 5 player in EU to be part of the programs. And so
Wow.
it consists to have like 5 player, 5 professional coach, and so they have like coaching alone with a coach. And so the goal is like to develop the skills to be better in game, and we want to push them to be in the top, to join like a mixed team or female team in
Hmm.
Vistigam Challenger. So we want them to be to push them to be professional player. And so for that we just like give them some keys, we give them some contacts, we made some activities. For example, we went with the 5 Valorant girls to the master in Berlin, and the master was closed to public, but so they had the opportunities to just visit everything about master and do a visit directly with a Riot Game guy. And so, for example, League of Legends, they went to Berlin as well to visit the G2 team, visit Shocks, the cast production. And so it's just like many travel like this to push them to realize their dreams. And we help them like in daily basis to and support them as well. And yeah, and this year was amazing because like in Valorant, in my situation, all the 5 players did like an amazing career. Like for example, one is currently in XSET in United States.
Oh, really?
Hi.
Yeah, one is in 10 star, one's the best team in EU. We have one in top 6 EU, another one I'm lost in Alliance Coven, and
Wow,
another
that's
one
amazing.
in Ascent Rising in Valorant. So all our players like in a good position for future, and it's what I want, what we want. We want to push them to give like the best. And at the beginning, like this player maybe like didn't was maybe a bit too shy, or maybe a bit too didn't like want to give the opportunity to yeah, and so we just push them to be like this, and they know like we are here for them as well.
Oh.
That's amazing. I'm really happy to hear it. But okay, I have to leave Laura to ask questions, okay?
I sorry, I got
It's normal.
convenient coughing, not right now. Sorry. I would like to ask you now about Rogue, your team. Your team also works for inclusivity to promote women in gaming and so on, and to create a safe space for everyone, not only women,
Yeah.
but also non-conforming genders and men. So, and I would like to ask you about rock, of course, and especially about its values and what makes rock different from other teams you see out there?
I mean, these are
You have
good
good questions
question.
there.
Yeah, I make some notes because like it was a good question actually. I mean, for me, work is like not like an organization, but more like a family. I think
Hmm.
like when I join work, I feel already very included on the organization, and it's a big difference. We are not so many, like we are not, yeah. So it's more family feeling. And the thing is, like, yeah, work has very good values because like um, we have we have lucky to have a lot of women on it and a lot of women who fight for women rights and women inclusivity and everything. And so, yeah, for example, Rogue already participate with women in games. They just invite like the League of Legends player to visit the office. For example, Rogue participate to the Equal Esport Festival
Ah,
uh,
great.
one
Oh.
month ago, yeah. And in League of Legends, and they just like create a woman team to compete. And this is kind of values like I love it. And yeah, as well like in the I'm just checking, yeah, family oriented, and it's about as well as the work we did together. It's a very work hard people on it. We just, yeah, I think it's very different because like we are here on the top EU level. We have some good results. We are very good in the competition, but at the same moment, everyone is working so hard to do it, and at the same time, we want to grow as well and to become a good organization, include women for the future and everything. So I think we are going in the good direction, and I think that's why I'm so good in work right now. And I think because I have the same values and than them, and I think it's because as well of Anna Bowman, was
Ah,
leading
okay.
work so far in EU, and she did so many great action, and yeah, that's why.
Hmm. I'm curious about something. Why Rogue? Do you like Dungeons and Dragons?
Yes.
Me too.
I do as well. So
It's my
it's really
favorite
nice.
class, actually.
That's why I'm here. If not, no.
Really? I'm so sorry, guys.
No.
I love Bard. I love to be a Bard. I love it. I'm singing all the time when I when I play.
And I would you say that Rogue has a rogue role on the sports community?
I like the question.
I like the question. For esports ecosystem, yeah, I think it's like an exemplary organization. Um, it's a very hard like question. Um, well, I think it's like exemplary of organization because like um, we have a very good management. We have very good teams, and at the same time we're like discreet in the esport industry. We never been in drama or anything. It's just like a very chill organization. We did our best every day. The player did our best, and I think like we push some other organization to do more project as well. If I take, I mean now with work, and because we did it like the last past months with women inclusivity and breeding women teams, it's something like uh, maybe like the other team didn't do it. Like we are not so many team in EU to make this type of initiative. For example, G2 did it, SK Gaming as well, but we are and work as well, but not so many. So I think to do first these steps, maybe push the other team and other organization to just do it as well, and it's what I want. And so I'm super happy to see like we are able to do it first and just like don't care about if the other team did it or not. Just do it because like we want to do it and we want to see that in our organization.
Hmm.
So
I'm
nice.
fighting dragons.
Or maybe making friends of dragons. Who knows?
I prefer that one actually.
It's murder
I like
story at
that.
the end. And by the way, but for example, as a team manager there, you have been seeing a lot of cases and projects. Can you tell us a little bit the ones that you love the most, or maybe one case, one success story that you would like to share with us, that you participate, you manage it? Because I think it's really useful when you see in practice, like we did this project and we did all this and it was really tiring somehow, but we managed to have this result at the end.
Yeah, my last one, because I was with the team actually in Berlin directly. It's the Rainbow Six Major in August 2022, and so my team just win, and so they're like the
Hey.
best team in the world. So it was very like different
Yeah.
because it's the first time I was like, so my team was like champion first, and I was with them like directly during 7 days, and so wow, what a week. It was crazy because like uh, just it was a difference between managing in remote and managing with them directly in Berlin, and it was so different because you just went everywhere. It was so hot. It was 40 degrees at this time. So
Oof.
yeah, yeah. And it
Horrible.
was just like running everywhere, doing our best, everyone to be sure like they have everything. And so it's not home. So you have to take some stuff from the office to come to the venue. So it was a lot of fun, and it was I was so exhausted at the end, but I felt very so good because like at the end the result was here. We were champions. So it was I think it was one the best moment I will never forget in my life because it was the first one as well. And I'm just like so proud of the team and of what we did. And so I'm still like don't realize this is crazy. And so yeah, it's one of the best moments I had maybe in my sport career.
I'm really glad to hear it. And sir, you will have a lot of project that maybe you can reveal us in a few seconds, maybe.
I would like to ask you about highlights, the highlights of Rogue, the success cases you had at Rogue. I would like you to tell me about them, which is the achievement you are most proud of your team. How did you handle these success cases, and which strategy did you apply?
I mean, we don't have really a strategy because it's
It's
more
chaos at the end, right?
yeah, we don't have really strategy because like we're just like acting how we feel it's a good hike. So we're just like in the movement and we don't think about nothing. We just hiked and doing our best at this moment. Um, yeah, it's how we handle it. Uh, I I don't really know actually. It's just like I just like live the moment with them and yeah, and just hacked. I didn't nothing about anything. I knew this team. I know what they need, and so I just run. And we don't have time to think at this moment until the end. And yeah, I think it's the only answer I have like right now.
Don't worry. I think it's a really tough question to answer, but
Yeah,
well, you tell us a lot about your work and so on, but we have to go to the future. But also, I don't know how you it started. How did you start in Rook? How was this story? I want to know. I'm curious.
yeah, sure.
I think we stepped these questions, and I wanted to ask you.
Yeah, sorry. So first I was in the Fortnite scene at the beginning during maybe 1 year or 2 years, and I was like worker in a station mainly. And at the end, I just stopped because I just fall in love with Valorant. And when it was a beta, I think it was in May 2019 or something like this. I don't remember. And I just fall in love with the game. And I take the risk to just leave the Fortnite scene and say, okay, I love Valorant. I will do something on Valorant. I don't know at all the players. I don't know the industry of Valorant. I don't know the scene because it was mainly this Counter Strike scene coming on Valorant because the game is like a bit the same. So I just went in the Valorant scene doing anything, anyone, and I say, okay, I want to do something. So I just like yeah, I start to work to understand first how the scene is working to understand Counter Strike first because at this moment was a lot of Counter Strike players. always as well sorry ask people um,
Hmm.
to some advice or everything. And so at this moment I started to build my own team. It called Opportunist, Team Opportunist. It was our team, and the team works very well because it was 5 French players, and at the end we were top 5 EU, top 5 6 EU during like 6 7 months approximately. And so yeah, I continued to work with this team, and we just reached top EU level, so it was amazing. And it was a moment of the during the Valorant scene, like the organization didn't want to buy a team, didn't want to invest in the Valorant scene because like Riot didn't announce competition, or like it
Hmm.
was like organization didn't know if it would be a good game or not to have or to invest on it. And so it was very difficult because even if we were
Hmm.
top 5 EU, like nobody wanted us, so we were just like without no organization. And at the end, finally, BDS went and decided to buy the team. And so it's at this moment I stopped to follow them and I continue. And so they joined BDS at this moment, but not me for several reasons. And so at the end, I started to work with women in games first. And it was just because I wanted to do something and to be useful. So I joined the association and do some stuff with them. And at the same moment, in July 2021, I applied work to make an internship. And at the same moment I joined, I started to work on VST Game Changer, like July, exactly the same moments. And so they say yes for an internship. And at the end, after 6 months of internships, I signed. Basically, I start to work with them. And yeah, and after this, I continued to do everything. So Game Changer and work, and that's the end.
That
That's
sure
amazing.
was some level up.
Yeah, it was
That's
crazy.
so. And what you tell, I remember that period of time that Valorant was this question that it will be a game or not, it will have enough engagement or something. So you
Yeah,
feel it in your bones at the end.
yeah, it was very terrible this moment because it was like we didn't know, no one want to come. It was like hello, we are here at 5 EU, but like no organization, nothing. So yeah, it was very stressful. And yeah, and yeah, the thing why I joined work, it was just because like I wanted to find an experience in EU organization, because at this moment I didn't speak English at all. So I was like, I need to find something to just like develop myself, because if I want to go further in the future, if I don't speak English, it will be dead. So
Yes, suddenly, yes.
yeah, but yeah, I think it's good now a bit, but yeah.
So let's talk about your quest log. What are your plans for 2022? The rest of the year we got on, maybe 2023. And can you tell us about some projects, some UC project you are currently involved on?
Oh, it's a good question. So first, if I have something I'm sure to do, is like my first things I want to do in 2022 is finish my study first.
I understand you. I feel you there.
I don't
No,
know.
it
I
can be
don't know.
hard.
Yeah, it's very hard. So I want to validate this last year. Oh my God. And after, my plan so far is to just continue to work with my two associations, so Dive and Women in Games, and to continue with work. I have no plan. I'm feel so comfortable in my position right now, and I love what I do now. And so it's true, like work just like give me the space as well to finish my study. So they're very like open mind about this, and so I'm a very good situation right now between work and my studies. And so I love the organization as well. I love every part of this. So I don't think about change. I just want to continue and maybe go further with the organization.
You seem really happy, and I look at you and I see you and you smile. So if anyone is going to do any questions, I will do the last one. And okay, you have to tell me, how you feel or how do you see that it's going to evolve, at least for the rest of the year, the esport industry? In your own words, in your own opinions. I know it's a tough question because it's a, I think esport is one of the industries that change constantly
Yeah,
each
we need
day.
some crystal ball here.
Yes, but if
uh,
you can see some, foreseeing something, just tell us.
I think esports is industry is grow up every day, every month, every year. I think like we're not finished with that. In all the aspect, actually, in law aspect, and I know like in French is going to be in the good direction, to have like literally like a law system around the esports. So I mean it's not perfect right now, but we are going in the right direction. Um, I think it's good to grow up because like the community, so young people start to be interested directly in esport now, because as well of the social media with YouTube, Twitch, and everything. Yeah, I think like um, I want one day like esport like be considered like a real sport, and so I think like the esport industry will continue to be very big and huge in the future. And if we just see like if we just see like 2 3 years before, like it was not like this. So each year it's like one step, one big step to go in the right direction. And yeah, I think I expect like a lot of things, but I don't know really. I don't really know, but I expect like to have more people in the industry, to have more players, to have more staff as well. And yeah, I think it would be very huge in some years, in many points.
Yay! I hope so.
Me
Yeah.
too. And my last question, this is from my area. Are we seeing Rogue on fighting games anytime soon?
What do you say?
Oh,
Can you repeat, please?
If we are going to see Rogue, your team, on
Yeah.
fighting games, have you ever thought about getting your
Um,
show into fighting games? Maybe
uh,
with Street Fighter 6?
I can't say anything. Not on our plan right now, to be honest. But no, I don't know.
maybe in the future. So
Maybe in
now
the
it's
future,
one
but
thought over there. So
yeah.
to
Not
be
not now.
considered.
I mean, not right now, but maybe one day. And yeah, I don't have at all the answer for that, but yes, can be very good. Why not?
I see interesting by the way because you are playing Valorant, you're playing a lot of games. Why no fighting games?
Yeah, why not?
Why
Why
not?
not kickaxe and husses?
But I know like some people are very interested of some fighting games, and they ask a lot to see fighting game in organization. And yeah, we don't have too much fighting games organization, but yeah,
Hmm.
maybe it would be developed in the future, and we'd have like some teams.
Maybe with Street Fighter 6 or Project L from Riot. Maybe.
Yeah,
We are
maybe.
going
Maybe.
to pick on that crystal ball we brought before.
So Leah, thank you so much for being here with us. And if nobody have any question, please later follow her in all the social media. She's in LinkedIn. I think you have also Twitter, but I didn't find you. It's the same name, Leah Charles. Or
It's like this. I can see you in the private chat.
Perfect.
Ah,
So maybe if people want
I
to
didn't
follow
find it
you,
neither.
so I will put it in the chat. So everyone, if they want, they can follow you. And if they have any question for
Yeah, of
project
course.
manager, and if they have any question, they can reach you. And thank you so much for being here. It has been really a pleasure. And I hope to see you in the future.
Yeah, of course.
And we can talk about law as well.
Remember, this is your home, and you're welcome anytime to come here to chat with us about Rogue, about sports, video games, and whatever.
Thank you so much for your time. It was very great to do the interview with you, and yeah, it was a very good moment, and I'm very proud of this. So thank you so much as well to think about me and invite me. And yeah, it's very nice. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And thank you very much for to the lovely people who have come here to enjoy some international program in Sports Be Life. See you soon throughout the week with our many sections, corporate, top tier, and so on. Have a very nice week, and I hope you didn't have a maniac Monday. See you soon.
Bye bye.
Bye to everyone, and I hope you enjoy the week.